evening, bonsoir. Welcome to the 11th edition of Delhi International Arts Festival.
Going to listen to great writers, and that's very brave and very, very nice. It's also a great evening because it's a collaboration with the Delhi International Arts Festival, and I must say it has been really a great pleasure to work with Pratibha and to work with this festival, and hopefully it is a step to a greater collaboration in the upcoming years with this Delhi International Arts Festival. It's also a great evening because we are having Dipti Kapoor. Dipti Kapoor has written a first novel called Bad Character, published two years ago, I think. This novel has been translated in French by Michel Albaremache, one of the greatest translators we have from English to French, translator of people like Margaret Atwood, greatest novelists. And Michel had translated this book, and this book made a road in France to the Médicis Awards. It was in the final selection of the Médicis Awards. And that's not that common, so it's really something. And thank you very much, Dipti, to be with us tonight. And Dipti will be in conversation with, and this is also a great motive of joy for me, and an honor, and thank you very much for that. We'll be in conversation with Frédéric Beigbeder, who is coming for the first time after 25 years, when he was a kid, in India. And it's a great pleasure and great honor to have you, Frédéric, to open the literary program of Bonjour India. And Bonjour India is all about that, is to have French, Indian writers discussing, building, creating perhaps something together.
To say beauty, but I really, for me, I'm looking for emotions when I read. I like to laugh, I like to cry, I like when the books make me angry, or makes me feel the desperation of a young lady in New Delhi, searching for love and meeting a stupid asshole. I mean, that's what I'm looking for in books. I'm looking for life. That's what I search in book, life. I want something that looks like, helps me to understand who I am. A voice, a melancholy, music that speaks to my soul. I don't know. I'm saying cheesy words, but it's true. It's true.
Both love and betrayal, and family relations. But it was interesting because I remember again this American editor I had about and this goes back to what you said about we should talk about rich people. She said to me, it was maybe 2 years ago, that everyone likes to read about the really rich. It's a surefire way to sell, and I wasn't sure at the time whether she, but I mean she's been in the business for a really long time. And then I did have these friends in Delhi that I knew who were extremely, extremely wealthy, billionaire wealthy, with these crazy lives. And it was, I spent a lot of time with them, and then they were rich kids. But then, because India is such a desperately unequal country, when you start to actually think about writing about the rich, you actually also have to write about the consequences, the sources of that money and the consequences of that money. Because, if such a small section of people are so rich and the rest of the country is so poor, there are these connections to make. And that's how I started to
raised and brought up in a Catholic religion, in a Catholic school. So for my first years, I was obeying and believing in God, in Jesus. Then when I grew up, I became full of doubt. Did not believe in many things anymore. My parents got divorced, I divorced myself, etc. So I was not very close to, it was a faraway relationship with God.
I don't believe in religion. early experience of these pujas in my house when I was very young. It was be Sunday and you can sleep in, but suddenly you had to wake up and have a shower because this old man would be coming in to perform a kind of puja ceremony in the house because something or the other was happening, and then they would look at you with suspicion. So even when I was very young, I always realized that obviously there's a gender difference, there's a difference in the way I'm perceived versus my brother. Something is wrong with this religion already. I got that, and then when this organized religion finds an expression in public life, as it does so much in India, that's also wrong. I don't like anything too dogmatic, which prescribes rules. I would always, anything that prescribes rules, I will rebel against those rules. But as Frédéric says, yes, I mean, you also have to believe in something because, what's the, but I mean, I don't know.